The Uganda Peoples Defence Forces UPDF 31st Battalion has today paid special tribute to the Front for National Salvation Fronasa fighters who were killed on the 10th of February 1973 on orders of the then President Idi Amin. The fighters who were killed by the firing squad in Kabale Municipal Stadium on that day were James Karambuzi, Joseph Bitwari and David Kangire. Shortly after the January 1971 military coup that brought General Idi Amin to power, Yoweri Museveni, who until the coup was working as a researcher in President Obote's office, left for Tanzania and started mobilizing clandestine activities against the new government. He started recruiting people into the new rebel group, Fronasa, and among the recruits were Karambuzi, Bitwari and Kangire. Other recruits that Museveni, now President of Uganda, mentions in his book, Sowing the Mustard Seed, include Mukhwana Maumbe, Abwooli Malibo, Augustine Ruzindana, Mwesigwa Black, Eriya Kategaya, Kahinda, Otafiire and Mwesiga among many others. Still according to the Museveni's book Sowing the Mustard Seed, the recruits were taken to Nachingwea in southern Tanzania for guerrilla warfare training by the Mozambican Frelimo fighters. In the same book, he talks of using this group to launch an attack on Simba Barracks in Barara in September 1972, but notes that the invasion was defeated by Idi Amin's forces due to the setbacks and mistakes. It was after this attack that Amin launched reprisal attacks, hunting for suspected rebels and their collaborators, which led to massive arrests and public open-air killings by firing squad as a way of instilling fear among those who nursed plans to join the rebellion. Suspects would be taken and killed in their home areas, and this is how Karambuzi, Bitwari and Kangire were killed. Other public killings were conducted in Fort Portal, Tororo and Mbare among many other areas. Ahead of the 42nd Tarehe Sita celebrations that will take place in Barara district tomorrow, the UPDF soldiers and other sister security officers from the Uganda police and the Uganda prisons from Kabale district paid a special tribute to the Fronasa fighters. The event started with a general cleaning exercise at Kabale Regional Referral Hospital, and this was presided over by the State Minister of Trade, Industries and Cooperatives, Honorable David Bahati. At the hospital, the soldiers were hailed for exhibiting a good image that showcases the cooperation of the societies with the forces.
We are happy for them coming to give us a hand in cleaning. Yeah, the hospital is usually clean, but usually, you cannot see a foreign body in your own eye. So usually when they come, they collect these other debris in the compound, and we appreciate.
Minister Bahati later led the authorities in the laying away on the monument that was recently renovated by the UPDF in commemoration of the fallen Fronasa fighters who were gunned down in Kabale Municipal Stadium. Bahati says that the government will consider reaching out to the families of these fallen heroes in a fair way so as to make them feel the impact of their struggle. He further commends the UPDF for professionalism and its positive impact in the country.
The President Yoweri Museveni, has he committed and he's working on ensuring that the families of Kangire, of Karambuzi and Bitwari at least get some support from government, and that will happen.
The Kabale Resident District Commissioner Godfrey Nyakauma commended the Ministry of Defence for considering the upgrade of the monument, which holds the great history of this country.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Ministry of Defence, particularly the UPDF, for having included Kabale and Mukhwana on this year's Tarehe Sita program, to include it on the Greater Mbarara in recognition of our people, our gallant sons who were executed on 10th of February 1973 for fighting against bad leadership.
On the same function, the Kabale Municipality Mayor, Central Mugisha, says that the authorities in the area will consider fencing this monument so as to protect it from external distractions.
I want to thank the government for the recognition of our gallant sons who put their life to liberating Uganda. We are enjoying peace because of them, because that is the genesis of the revolution, and we want to thank you for that. Maybe what I want to, as my opinion, Honorable Minister, if we could get a fence. I know my town, most of the people that we have will not be, some of them will not be happy. Mostly the street kids. If we can have the fence around and the gate, that would and if you cannot do it in your meager resources, then as council we shall commit ourselves to make sure that there is a fence. Okay. Because that will protect the work and what we intend people to get from this.
The 42nd Talesita Army Week is celebrated under the theme recognizing the sacrifice of the founders of the People's Revolution for socio-economic transformation. Nabatigamachi for Chiges Television.
We want to say that we are very grateful for the UPDF for the contribution you are making for the peace and security of the country. And also remember that Tarehe Sita, this day, the 6th of February, was very important for our revolution, and that the blood that was shed during the Liberation Day will never be in vain. And because of your discipline as the army, because of your commitment, you can see that now we are trying our level best under the leadership of President Yoweri Museveni to spread the peace.